the heck does NIMBY mean? Hi, everybody, and welcome to the stream. We're going to escape from Zero. A Zero escape, if you will. If you hear any birds, they're not coming from me. You might hear Obi in the distance. I don't know. He's the only one making noise besides me. I'm so excited to beat this game! So we got Snake.
You knocked out.
We got Snake out of the box last time. And everyone's still alive, and it's great. Nobody's turned evil yet. Wait, no, that's a lie. Santa turned evil. Yeah, it's like one of those trick jars of peanut butter where you open it and a snake pops out. Except it's a coffin instead.
When we split up to look for the red, where did they get you? Do you remember?
It's an edgy Christmas movie now. We should have anticipated Santa turning. He did tell us that Murder Santa story. True.
It was a small room in one of the hallways on C deck.
They both do look like they fell out of like a weird goth punk Christmas special.
What happened?
The same thing that happened to every one of us when we were abducted. A canister releasing some sort of gas was thrown into the room. I believe the gas is some sort of incapacitating agent.
Then that means it was...
Zero.
Looks that way, huh?
Never
There's
trust
nothing
Judy.
else I have to tell you. When I woke up, I was in this coffin.
Man, can you imagine how much it would have sucked if we hadn't got him out of the coffin and he was just alive in there, unable to get out while the ship slowly sinks? That would have sucked.
Why did Zero make Mr. X wear Snake's clothes? How would that benefit Zero? I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? And I have no idea how I got the passcode for the coffin
That's
either.
what happened in the other endings. Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, how did you get the coffin passcode?
Truth had gone, and truth had gone.
See, we got that little secret. Yellow key! Anyways.
Where did those words come from?
Epiphany.
Why did I feel compelled to push the buttons on the bracelet after hearing them?
Hee.
All I know is my fingers moved on their own. It was like I did it subconsciously. I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? Also, Snake and Clover had been subjects in a similar experiment 9 years ago.
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things.
Morphogenetic field?
First is epiphany, and the other is danger. And someone did actually die.
Rip Santa's sister, I guess, probably.
Girl. Her name was...
experiment conducted on this same ship 9 years ago.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that the other day. How if it was 9 years ago, then she would have been like 9. She was but a wee lass. Luckily, she was in the test facility in Nevada rather than actually on the murder ship. But I keep calling it a murder ship. It's not really strictly a murder ship. It's just a ship that will murder you if you don't do what it's, fulfill its conditions. The murdering is not being taken, not an active role.
And a girl had died during it. Morphogenetic field theory.
Also, presumably the first non-air game is where Snake lost his sight and arm and such. So you're telling me Clover lied to me? She said those happened in a accident? Car accident? Yeah, I think so.
The 2 murders.
I guess we can't be sure. She might just be covering for it.
Switching clothes. The nonary game.
I think she said Snake was already blind at the time of the first game, that's why he would recognize other participants. But again, if he'd been blinded since then, he still wouldn't. Plus the rest would be puberty!
Zero. He's the ringleader. The person who trapped 9 of us on this sinking ship.
It's not technically sinking yet.
Zero should know everything. If we can uncover Zero's identity, all of our questions will be answered.
At any rate, we'll have plenty of time to decipher the details later. For now, it is of utmost importance that we escape. Junpei, it was 4:30 the last time you checked the clock, yes? That means we have less than an hour.
Say, quick question. Why do you talk like that?
We must hurry.
Like a big nerd.
How are we gonna get out of here?
Isn't that obvious? Through the other number 9 door.
Oh yeah, you're right. With Snake, we can open the door.
Don't tell me you hadn't figured that out.
Come
Edgeworth
on, you gotta tell me
nice.
these things.
7?
I, assumed you'd figured it out.
Give 7 a break. He's trying his best.
Forget it. Let's just get going. All right. You guys ready to go?
Yes.
Yep.
Not yet.
Huh?
Before we go in, I'd like to check something.
You want to check something?
Yeah,
Eh?
but before I do, Seven, could you pull the lever? I want to make sure we can verify with just the 4 of us.
What do you mean? We don't need...
Just do it, all right? But if the door opens, don't go in yet, okay? Please, this is really important. I really need to check this, okay? Work with me here.
Fine.
It's a door!
All right. That means the 4 of us can go into door 9.
So, we knew that already. It's obvious.
Obvious. Yeah, you're right. It is. Now, what happens if we add Zero's bracelet?
What?
Zero's bracelet?
Why don't you take it out, Clover?
So you did know I had it. I picked it up because I thought it might be useful sometime.
This was on the left hand of the corpse in the captain's quarters. If you look at it, you can see it's got a 0 on the face. Just to make this a little easier to talk about, I'm gonna call the guy we found dead in the captain's quarters, Cap.
Good old Cap. It's fun when you can hear the gears turning in Junpei's head, the brain still at work.
Then I should be able to open door 9 with just me, Clover, and his bracelet. Though the big question is, if Cap is the mastermind of this game, would he really put one of these bracelets on? Anyway, let's just
He would if
give it
he
a
likes
shot.
a challenge!
Clover, give me your hand.
Okay.
Now the captain's bracelet. And pull the lever. I knew it. Now, what does this tell us?
Maybe the bracelet has to be on your wrist in order for it to work?
Nah.
No, that's impossible. Did you see how the panel showed a 3rd asterisk when I scanned Cap's bracelet? Whether or not it's on your wrist doesn't matter. All you have to do is put the bracelet near the panel for it to register.
Huh. Looks like you're right.
See? So what does that mean?
Hey, Kit. What'd you miss so far? Snake was like, I got knocked out by gas. Also, we've got less than an hour left. And now we're opening the door. Well, we're trying to open the door. Junpei is like, what's up with Zero's bracelet? Hey, Clover, I know you took it. Let's try it out. But it didn't work.
There's only one possibility.
That bracelet isn't the number 0.
Yeah!
Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Then what number is it?
Let's find out.
We knew it was 6 before, right? In another timeline, I think.
Let's try 7, me, and Cap. If this combination opens the door, then Cap's bracelet is number 6.
I just picked randomly. Got it in one, boy!
Hey, it opened! The door opened!
What? Why? What does that mean?
I didn't even bother
Isn't it
calculating
obvious?
digital roots.
Cap's bracelet is number 6.
Does that mean June is 0?
But doesn't it say 0?
This isn't a 0. The symbol on here isn't a number 0. It's a letter O.
Oh.
Whoa, wait a minute. I don't get it. I mean, we figured out that Cap's bracelet is 6, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean there are 2 people with 6s?
There is most likely only one person with a 6.
But I don't get it. What about June?
Well, this is only an educated guess, but I think June's number was never 6 to begin with.
What a twist.
Her bracelet was flipped. In other words, June's real number is
9.
that seems the most likely.
Then all this numbered door stuff was just a load of crap?
Why would you say that?
Because if June is 9, then the numbers wouldn't match up. Here, look.
She gotta do us some quick math again here. I'm amazed how fast she
List
does
of all
this.
the numbered doors June's gone through.
I'll let you know what I'm writing, okay, Snake? And that's everything. I wrote down which door she went into and with whom.
Math for non-murder. Yeah, that she remembers in given the circumstances.
And I wrote what all the numbers were. So if you switch 9 and wherever there's a 6, the numbers don't work. If the digital root is 7, then you can't open door 4. If the digital root is 2, then you can't open door 8.
Clover, do you notice anything interesting on that list?
What do you mean?
You're talking about 3, right?
3?
Santa's always in the room with her. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Santa's always in the room with her.
Yes, that's right.
What about it?
That's quite simple, really. You told me that the first time you came to this room, Santa was the first to refuse to leave June behind. Now, doesn't that beg the question why? Why would Santa do such a thing? The answer is easy. Because Santa can't open door 9 with only 7 and Lotus. Of course, there's only one reason for that. His number isn't actually 3.
What?
Santa's real number, 7? Would you be so kind as to modify my sister's equations?
Yeah, sure. This is what you were getting at, right, Snake?
What a twist!
Thank you. That is exactly right, 7.
I love Snake. How do you know? He didn't tell you out loud what he did.
Santa's true number wasn't 3. It was 0.
No way.
Never trust a Chuny.
Santa is 0?
And June was 9, not 6. Conversely, Santa was 0, not 3. Plus 3 and minus 3, they cancel one another out. Nothing appears out of order.
Except this one.
Santa was still playing by the rules of the notary game this whole time.
So who's 3? Santa was 9 and June was 0. That was my thought for a
Precisely.
while too.
So you're saying Santa planned this whole thing?
I'm not sure if he acted alone or not, but I think it is safe to conclude that he is 0. If my hypothesis is correct.
I can't get over you dressed like that, sir. Hilarious. The last ending, the note from Zero says there are 3 employees from Cradle here. Wait, are there 3 employees here? Like, presently? Or did they just say... Or did they just say that there were, 3 that needed to pay? Or 4.
Snake's hypothesis. Something doesn't seem right. June's bracelet being flipped.
Well, the note said that they must be punished. It's pretty hard to punish them if they're not here. 9 might have just been 6.
Even if that were possible, that would mean there are 2 number 9 bracelets. And if that's the case,
All right, that's enough talking. Let's go. It's high time we went through that door.
God, Snake is so freaking pale.
Oh, it's right there. Oh,
He's cut out of a coffin, what do you expect? True. Snake is a Dracula.
all right. Let's keep going.
I think these stairs go to the bottom deck.
We're gonna go to the library. Find ourselves a sexy mummy. Let's go to the
Let's try.
library. Find ourselves a sexy mummy.
Let's head down.
No, you don't have that this time. Boo boo.
Hey, it's a...
This is the Neptune symbol. There must be a key around here somewhere.
Neptune key. I only have the Uranus key card.
It's a different planet. Plus, it's the wrong kind of key.
Thanks, Clover.
Let's turn around and go back for now.
Yeah. Hey, another door. And a card reader this time.
It's the Uranus symbol.
This is the place.
Thoughtful ellipses.
Wow! It's totally full of books!
There's so many. I don't know where to look.
All right. If we want to get through that door out there, we need the Neptune key. I say we split up and look for it.
Okay.
Very well.
Sure thing.
Good. Let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time. Hurry.
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge. As he began his search, for reasons he didn't fully understand, Junpei felt those particular words float through his mind. Hee 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 hee. Though, didn't we get the note about? I thought that this timeline was the one where we got the note about Alice in this timeline. Was that not this timeline? Whatever. Library.
Oh.
Maybe we didn't. Maybe I just imagined it. There's a note on the table. Lights to the books. Huh. What does that mean? Interesting. Well, intelligence often hides itself in darkness. Have you ever thought about the pages of a book? Each page only sees, what, maybe 2 or 3 minutes of light before the reader is on to the next book. They spend the rest of their lives locked in darkness. Rather like myself. That's horrible. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. Not at all. I live in the darkness, yes. For that has gifted me with the ability to catch the truth others might miss. It's nice to see you smiling again. Or smiling, period. You always seemed consternated. I can hear the voices hidden in the darkness, you might say. Right, but oh wait, we did read the note. I was like, right, but what does the note say? I forgot we did in fact read the note. This right here, this section suddenly gave me Stanley Parable vibes. You know that place where you're not supposed to jump off, you're supposed to ride it safely down, but you can jump off. That's what it reminded me of. What's a picture book like that doing here? Looks like it's about Little League. It does seem a little weird that it's so different from the others, huh? Maybe you ought to take it with you. Yeah, Little League book! What does it say on here? Come on. Turn it around. Turn it around. Fundamentals of Baseball. Wait, Clover is really good at doing math very fast on random pieces of paper, but Snake figured out the problem instantly in his brain? What kind of fucking math genes in that family, right? He's smart. Oh, look, Seven. Here's a book that's perfect for you. It's called Correlation of Muscle, Bone Density, and Bone Strength. You're just saying that because it says muscle. Human equilibrium theory. Human anatomy. Regeneration of internal organs. Functions of the human brain. Huh. Guess this is a book about the nervous system? I'd love to ask you to read it to me, but I don't think we have the time. Yeah, being able to hold that much stuff in working memory is impressive, blind or not. I'm kind of curious about it too. Seal the book! There's gotta be a reason why people connect to with each other, you know? Ancient Gladiators. What's this book doing here? Maybe they were researching human physical limits across history. Look, this one's called Recreation of Lost Human Functions. You think they're talking about it like if you lose part of your body, then you could grow it back? I don't think so. Maybe they're talking about reconstructing abilities that humankind once possessed. In other words, they may be talking about cultivating a sixth sense. A library designed to answer the question, what is the most swole a person has ever been? Principles of monkey behavior. Huh. Damien. I'd imagine that's a book describing praxeology studies on monkeys. Praxeology? Cavemen were telepathic. We can't prove cavemen were not telepathic. Monkeys are very similar to humans evolutionarily. Evolutionarily is a weird word. So I imagine the research was fruitful. This book is just called Dissection. This bookshelf must be all medical books. From what I can tell, it sounds as if these books have been organized by genre. This library must be massive. I'm rather impressed by how well organized it is. I think we looked at all of them. In theory, in philosophy, praxeology is the theory of human action based on the notion that humans engage in purposeful behavior as opposed to reflexive behavior and intentional behavior. Since Snake apparently wasn't going to explain that one, he just drops it. Like everyone knows praxeology. The theory of evolution. Heck, you and I know this one. This is that Darwin guy, right? Well, yes and no. Charles Darwin wrote a book called On the Origin of the Species. In it, he put forth his theory of evolution. Yeah, I remember that part. He called it natural selection. Exactly. Introduction to geology, huh? Thinking about the Earth, even when you're on the ocean. Kinda romantic in a way, I guess. Alright! Yeah, like, it's the hardest escape room to escape from because they have to go through every book. After the origin of species, Darwin was like, that's enough high concept stuff, I'm going to write about worms. And then he did. As the kids say, legend. Mother Nature. Oh! Hello, Damien! Is that some sort of book about hippie chicks? Probably not, except perhaps tangentially. It's most likely about environmental protection. I was just trying to make a joke. Aw, Seven, you tried. Dude, hippie chicks? Really? He's trying! Snake is really confident in holding forth on the subject matter of random books he's never heard of, right? Why did mankind lose their tails? Junpei, do you know what this one's about? Why are you asking me? I didn't even know we had tails to lose. Maybe you should ask a human with a tail. Mankind's ancestors most likely lost their tails when they were no longer useful. The nutrients required to grow them were better put to use elsewhere. At least, that's what I read. I was rather young. I may have remembered it incorrectly. To 7, the tail's gone cold. Detective puns! Hey! Huh? Why the hell would a kid be reading a book like that? Now, we don't necessarily need to look at all, look at all of these. We could probably figure out where it wants us to look, but I like all of this color commentary on books from everyone. Micrographia, huh? Snake, why do you just... Mankind lost their tails by going around corners and doubling back. Robert Hooke's famous work, first published in 1665. Nerd! He built a microscope and examined it. Ah, shit! Something substances and other things too small to be seen in detail by human eyes. He then drew pictures of many of the things he had examined and published them in a book. I'd hazard a guess that this shelf is concerned with natural sciences. I can't remember which ones I've clicked already. Creatures of the South Seas, huh? Is he flexing on purpose? Does he have any idea how he's coming off? The book opened on the publishing information, so he could actually been able to see all this time. I wonder if this one's got pictures of colorful fish and stuff. Theories of the Cambrian explosion. Did a bomb go off somewhere near somewhere called Cambria? Wrong kind of explosion. Roughly 500 million years ago. I was actually reading about the Cambrian period just earlier today, which is weird. Because I was reading about the extinction events in the Earth's history. Roughly 500 million years ago, what's known as the Cambrian period. Research suggests that a variety of living organisms increased by an order of magnitude. What is it, Damien? I can't feed you right now, I'm running a stream. Why that happened is, however, still something of a mystery. There are a number of theories. Snake, we're going to die! This book is most likely a collection of them. This one says, transition of extinct species. We need to hurry it up, or we're going to end up in the pages of a book like that. I don't know why it broke like that. Snake, did you just make a joke? That's a very morbid joke, but... I love that he does it with a calm smile on his face, too.
Paleontology. This one's about fossils, right? Ammonites are pretty nasty looking.
Rude, Clover! Ammonites are cool! I think we're all done. so that's these two covered. A bookshelf downstairs. Don't shove. I'm not kidding. Don't push me. What the heck, man? Are you afraid of heights? I wasn't gonna, but now that you bring it up. God! Easter egg, after you took every book in the library, the ship explodes and everyone drowns.
Hey, look!
Open. Here. Find. Blub. Oh, bulb! Bulb. Bulb would make much more sense. We'll find love if we keep standing here. You're all just gibberish.
Hey, what if we, like, switch them around?
Switch them around.
Yeah. If we move them around, maybe they'll spell something.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, heck, it's worth a shot. Why is this such a slow animation? Why are you moving them so slowly? Clover was definitely a gifted child. I would believe that. How about this? It's like putting those books in the right order. Open this thing right up. It's a tiny Bulbasaur in this little cabinet! Wow! That was a piece of cake.
Hooray! You did it, Junpei!
I guess that turned out well enough.
So the letters in the title spell out, open here, find bulb.
Powerful light bulb. It's not a tiny Bulbasaur. Teacher was like, this girl's mascots are too much. Put her in a different classroom. Cradle's like, that can be arranged. Are property values going up out in space too these days? Man, I guess times are tough for aliens too. What made you think of that?
This one says cosmic inflation.
Oh, I see. Oh, 7.
Quantum gravity. 7, do you have any idea what this is?
How about you start by using real words? Then maybe we'll get somewhere. Now you're just teasing him. Theory of general relativity, huh?
Oh, I know this one! That's Einstein, right?
What's this? An overview of conformal field theory. Ah, well, it's a theory that posits an invariant quantum field where conformal transformation can take place. What? Knock it off with this science voodoo stuff. You trying to put me to sleep? Supersymmetric string theory in 10-dimensional space-time. 7 and Clover comedy duo? I could support that. They're just talking about super strength. It's a theory of relativity or reality where, how to explain? It says that all elements of the universe are governed by the vibrations and harmonics of tiny supersymmetric strings. Didn't ask, thanks! All that's here is Faraday's laws of electrolysis. No shit, man! It said electrolysis on the freaking cover! I believe that's going to be about electrolysis in an electrolyte solution. These particular laws were set down by Michael Faraday. Yeah, it's true, unless they're all copies of Faraday's laws of electrolysis. This is the thing where you remove hair permanently. Hi, Joe! Did I look at everything? Alright, have we... Oh, up here, okay. I wish it was easier to tell where the sections of the library were. Fine, Blub! Kitab al-Azif. Man, they got some weird stuff here. I can't even pronounce this one. I hope I pronounced that very, very wrong. I tried my best. Who's that? Some famous guy? It's not a person's name. It's the name of a fictional book created by Abdul Al-Hazred. Al-Hazred? It's said to be one of the sources used in the creation of the legendary Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon. Oh, so these are all cult books and stuff. This book is called Mind Swap. You mean you could, like, change bodies with someone? Well, I guess I wouldn't mind switching bodies with my brother or Junpei too much, but I'd rather die than let Seven switch with me. What the hell? Like, I'd even want to swap bodies with a little brat like... Hey, were you just imagining it? You were! Shut up! Yeah, well, he wasn't the only one. Teletemporation and telepathy. What the hell is this one about? Junpei, really? Like, teletemporation I can understand not getting, but telepathy? He does have that vibe of a guy who'd be into Lovecraft. Tell us your favorite horror story, Snake. Well, I know what telepathy is, but I've never heard of teletemporation. It refers to having the ability to travel through time. This one says the golden rabbit and the moon on it. Does that mean it's about a rabbit that lives on the moon? Rabbits are pretty cute, but what's the moon stuff about? It's talking about the Judas tree that is said to grow on the moon, according to Chinese legend. Where are we gonna use this light bulb at? Huh? Energy theory, huh? I don't even understand the damn title. Looks like this shell's all science and technology. Can't even look at the whole bookshelf for that one. I think we've looked at all of these. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This handrail is made of metal. Okay. There aren't any other books on that shelf that look suspicious. I'm confused because, like we see this and then we turn and we're still seeing the corners of the shelves here and it's throwing me off. Anyway, let's go down. This has been Facts Snake Knows for some reason. Thanks for joining us. Get Seven to put the light bulb in his mouth. Owen, huh? Owen isn't enough to go on. Perhaps it's about the English Revolutionary? Dadkind! What the hell is this? Wasn't that a German mathematician? I don't know, Snake! Was it? Jesus! Maybe it's a compilation of his work. Liberans? Wait, Libernes. This book is in German. It looks like it's complete works of something. I've never heard of it. Whoa! You know, Snake could easily be making most of this stuff up. Who here could contest him on any of it, right? That's very true. Well, if Snake doesn't know what it is, I don't think we'll ever know. Sheldrake? Sheldrake. Is it Sheldrake? Sound familiar, Junpei? The Pythagorean theorem. This is a famous one. Sounds like there are a number of math books in this section. Algebraic number theory. Math, huh? Sheldrake came up in the cabins in door 5. Lotus talked about him, I think. Was he the one with the morphogenetic field theory from the Funny Rimpa bit? Yeah! There's another one like that over here. You mean something like primary number theory? Or analytical number theory? Or geometry? Oh my gosh, how did you know? Nobody said anything about those. Well, number theory is usually split into 4 chief disciplines. If there was a book named Algebraic Number Theory, I took a wild guess that the other 3 would be there as well. Looks like I was right. Sid, quit showing off! That's a weird book, Junpei. Indian mathematics.
That's funny.
Why is that funny?
It says Riemann hypothesis. She's really excited about it.
What is it to hypothesize about with a Riemann? Isn't it pretty straightforward? Heavens no. There are many factors. Length, girth, lubrication, or lack of. It's an exciting and rapidly growing field. Snake.
Whoa.
The snake is capable of two jokes, death and getting dick down. I saw a thing that talked about Ichikochi posting on Twitter asking if Snake was gay. Crowdsourcing whether or not Snake was gay. And the overwhelming response was yes. This one's called, this one's Goldbox Conjecture. The Snake Zero Escape is gay? Yes, yes he is. Conjecture? What's it about? Like magic or psychic stuff or something? Right, I bet it's about jewelry, isn't it? It may have an odd title, but it's actually a very respectable mathematics book. It deals with one of the unsolved problems of additive number theory. Sorry I said anything. Look, let's not get into this right now, okay? Imagine being the writer of a franchise with a devoted following, and you can just wake up and be like, today I will cause chaos. And log into Twitter. Oh-ho! It's a small enclosure with 9 sides. 9. There are why is 3? Why is 3 not written out? I mean, not a number. Why is 3 written out? There are 3 of these things that look kind of like music stands. Am I supposed to put something on those stands? Modern Japanese literature, huh? What's this? Origin of Japanese folklore? Looks like there's a bunch of books about Japanese culture here. Mostly ones about folklore, though. Well, folklore can cover a wide range of subjects. History, urban life, religious trends, environmental changes, oral traditions. Folklore can cover all those things if you know where to look.
This looks pretty deep.
Hey, there's another one of those picture books here. Something about these things feels kind of nice, you know? Brings back good memories. Aw, 7.
I guess even people like 7 were kids once.
No shit, you little brat! Hey guys, cool it. Alright, I think I want to take this picture book with me. I guess we can't put him on the shelf until we have all three. Tales of Old Japan. It's the magic mallet. Have some of those ever had an interaction that wasn't random insult, or that one what I'm assuming was an extremely undignified fist fight? I don't think so. I mean, maybe one. Agriculture and historical organizations and folklore. Boring. There are books here in all sorts of languages, but there's something suspicious about the shelf on the left. Got a little dial here. In the middle of the glass door is a cylinder lock. You know, the kind of lock where you rotate the numbers around so you've got the right ones to open it. What the hell is this? It's like they just gave us the answer. Wait, what do you mean like they gave us the answer? Oh, okay. Is that a 5? You did it, Junpei! Yay! I don't know why, but I don't really feel particularly happy about being praised for that. Whatever. At least the lock's open now. Let's see if we can get it open, alright? Oh right, open a chest. I was reading the chat, sorry. Oh, I didn't even notice that these are up here. All 6 books seem to be pointing at the cylinder number lock. Another powerful light bulb. I was wondering where we were getting that from. This iron plate is bolted down. I don't think it's a door. I think it's just a wall. So many books here. I wonder what's with what this one. Whoa! What's this? Warm. Oh. Sorry. Oh, no, I'm sorry. What's the deal with this sappy stuff? We still need one more book to put in the stands. Hey, didn't we find some kind of really powerful light bulb earlier? Why don't you put into one of these lights? Yeah. Well, it'd get a lot brighter, but if there are 3 lights, that means 3 light bulbs. There won't be much point unless we can place all 3 bulbs. We need 3 light bulbs. Oh, we need 3 light bulbs, huh? Alright, we need one more light bulb, one more book. Where haven't I checked, though? There's a scaffold made of wire netting that goes all the way across the edges of the cylinder. A handrail made of metal, probably a wise choice for building material. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Where is last book? We can look at these, but can't do anything with them, and it bothers me. Anyone have any suggestions or clues? I mean, anything standing out to you? Oh, math. The last book I think is kind of yellowish in color on the top floor. Okay. Try clicking on colors with spines that stick out. Ah! History of the medieval period. Or history of the medieval period. Maybe it's about Sir Lancelot? Isn't he just a story? I don't think you're really going to find a guy who didn't exist in a history book. Well, beans, but we hadn't looked at these, so... Hey, it's another one of those kids' picture books. That kind feels like a homesick thing somehow. I agree. It looks a lot like the other one we found. Cowboys and Indians. Oh. Well, now we've got all 3 books. Now we just need...
What's Hellenism?
I think it's something like a fusion of Greek and Oriental culture.
Look, this one says Cultural Heritage of Rome.
I bet that's gonna be a serious inheritance tax. Permian creatures. Seems a little fancy for some kind of prehistoric critter. Not to mention most of them can't... Oh, without hair I can't imagine they had much need for perms. 7! That's got nothing to do with this. Frogs with perms. Frog with perms. Hey, look at this. This book's called Greek Mythology. Damn, that thing's huge. Can't imagine anyone's actually read the whole thing. Pretty sure it just put me to sleep. This one's called History of the Western World. Well, I'd assume it's about European history. Yeah. Just gonna leave it at that, Snake. Doesn't seem like you. Snake's weakness! European history! 7 should have said more like geek mythology. Seven's jokes feel like the dad kind. You're correct.
Oriental history. Maybe this one's about China's 4,000 years of history or something? Hey, Chinese history and Oriental history aren't the same thing. History of Buddhism. Alright, I think we got them all. But that means there's sections I hadn't looked at. So we got all 3 books, we just need one more bulb. Where's the last bulb? How many lockers do you think Snake has been shoved into in his life throughout his lifetime? He got shoved into a coffin pretty easily, so he's well trained. That's why he was so blasé about it. Like, it seems like we would need to do something with these books here, but I don't know what it wants me to do with those books there. Like, I can't interact with them in any meaningful way. No, I haven't actually looked at the books yet. Let's read it. Let's give them a peek. It's got a magic wand on it. Okay, that's not a magic wand. So, what's inside? Well, aren't you going to open it? Let's spray luminol on them. That's magic meat on bone. Pretty sure it's just gonna have pages inside. Smart at. Whoa! Whoa! No, Snake, I was going to check it out and read it later. This one has some Native Americans on the cover. Oh, this one has some Native Americans on the cover. Hey, Junpei, take a look at the... Oh, we get off the keyboard. Native Americans, huh? Maybe it's got some... Whoa! Lilk. Guess it's one of them pop-up books, right? By the letters L, R, and K popping out of it. Can't make any sense of them though. Large, round, and kinky? Nah, probably not. I actually wasn't going to open the books because I thought that there'd be nothing but dialogue, and I was like, I've spent too much time looking at extra bonus dialogue. Silly me. But hey, it's weird though that we're having this like they said that they were picture books. How did you know they were picture books unless you opened them already? It's a baseball on this one. Come on, Junpei, let's see what's in it. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it's probably baseball stuff. Whoa! Junpei opens his book and a baseball and a spring flies out and pops him in the forehead. Head. I imagine we get a message if we put these books into places and shine lights. The way they're stacked will spell out a message. But we need another light bulb. Nothing else in here. Does the light bulb have a tinier, powerful light bulb inside of it? Look at that accurate library carpet. Indeed. I think it's on one of the shelves in one serves. I looked at all the shelves. Check under L for light bulb. Ah, that's the ticket. You mean right here there's a gap? Yeah. Until we got one of the books. Oh wait, there's this note here. Lights to the books. Oh yeah, okay. Lights to the books. That makes sense now because we're gonna have to shine the lights on the books. I get it. Where am I missing? Not a real point and click without a pixel hunt. Man, I thought we were going to beat this game tonight, but shoot, at this rate, maybe not. I should say. We're just barely into it. Look at that. We got so much left to do. There's probably like one bookshelf I haven't clicked. Hey! Isn't that cool about this gamma ray astrophysics? I guess this bookshelf has an astronomy thing. Energy theory, development of nanotechnology materials, interactions between shortwave energy and matter. What else have we got? Just listening to you read those titles is giving me a headache. Can't say fancy technology stuff and I get along real well. Keep on talking about that stuff and you're gonna put me to sleep. Oh, hey, Killshot! Doing good, trying to find this last light bulb in a library. I'm not having much luck. Yeah, I've looked everywhere. Wait, I haven't looked at this. This big opening is the door for the library. It's pretty impressive. It also almost looks like the door to the shrine or a church or something. There's another door after it and a passageway beyond that. At the end of the passageway is a door with the Neptune symbol engraved on it. Hurry up, we need to find a key with the mark of Neptune. Okay! This sounds like a job for the best brother and sister team in the world! Man, it's like Seven and I don't even exist. Doing alright, how are you? Someone might have to look up where this frickin' where this thing lives. The book says Mind Swap in the title. Sounds like a reality show. It's a coat rack. Like a place where you can hang coats and hats and stuff? Well, this one's not too big, so maybe just hats. Why is there a coat rack just chilling here? Glad to hear it. I had a pretty decent day today. We had our lunch catered by the, not the parent company, but like the investors. Yeah, investors, that's the word. In our company came by today and they catered lunch for us. So that was nice. Why did Clover feel compelled to explain to Junpei what a coat rack is? Maybe Junpei was staring at it with a blank look on his face and she was concerned he wasn't going to get it otherwise. It's a scaffold. Cool. What am I missing? Can't look at any of the books behind that shelf, which is frustrating. What am I missing? You found a useless but cursed thing, okay. What is this useless but cursed thing? Someone face swapped Ace and Junpei and Snake and Santa. I'm sad I can't put that on straight. I mean, I can't pull that picture up. Honey. The other one is even more cursed. I love it. worked really good. Thank you. That took my mind off how frustrating it is that I can't find this light bulb. That will make Santa look like he's dying of typhoid. Okay. But for real though, does anyone have any idea where this light bulb is? Because I sure shit don't. Throw me a bone here, game! Man, I didn't think there'd be all this content under here. I should have known it wouldn't be that easy. An egg moment? Tap on gas and shells. That's my advice. You found the answer? Okay, we solved the bookshelf puzzle. Located the bottom right section of the top left bookshelf, upper level, to the right of book 2. Alright, upper level. Top left bookshelf, to the right of book 2. Oh, wrong spot. This isn't where book 2 was. It was a pain for me too. Oh, bottom right section of the top left bookshelf. Okay. Sorry, I was still thinking top left. Well, I'm glad that this took everyone a long time, because it sure has taken me that. Oops, wrong. Upwards. So it's not book 2? You're probably right. top left bookshelf. Bottom right. It won't let me click on it. Oh, hey! Hey, look! An overview of photochemistry. I think whoever set this up wanted us to see the cover, not the spine. Let's look at it, okay? Huh. Looks like there's a lot of space behind these books. Look, Junpei! I think there's something hidden behind the books. Yeah, I totally missed this section, I guess? Automated robotic assembly line techniques. I thought I checked all of the sections, but no. That's the problem with all the bookshelves looking the same. What's that? Some sort of comic book? Jeez, I guess boys really like that stuff, huh? I just heard the sound of an insect. What is flying around in my house? No, you're thinking of a different sort of robot. This book is talking about automated machinery that's used to build things like cars. We need more snake facts, so... You're very welcome. Snake's info dump hour continues now. Have a good night, Bagtree. What's that one called? It says Foundations of DNA and Genetic Engineering. Well, there was a light bulb here. There isn't anything here now. Communication and computer science, huh? Well, that's a pretty generic title. To be honest, it's so vague I don't really know what it might be about. Good work, team. Thanks for finding that for me. Eventually I would have found it, but we would have been here for a while. Clicking on things. Three lights in here. I'm gonna change these bulbs. Now they should... Whoa. Those light bulbs really make a difference. It's pretty bright in here now. It's a small enclosure with 9 sides. There are 3 of these things that look kind of like music stands. Okay, how about we try putting these picture books on the stands? Then... Sheldrake 5. Awesome, it looks like it worked! Way to go, Junpei. Good job, buddy. There's something projecting at the bottom. These letters, they seem familiar. I can't actually grab it. Do I have to look at the Sheldrake 5 again? Oh, apparently I do.
Sheldrake 5?
Oh, I missed Joe. Good night, Joe. I know you won't see this movie. You probably already left, but good night.
I think I saw the rest of this collection somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around here.
Let's go take a look.
Okay.
Sheldrake.
Have you heard of him? Sheldrake, I mean.
Yeah, Lotus told me about him.
There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Really? From Lotus, huh?
Well, Clover also said something to me about that stuff.
She did?
Yeah, what was it?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger.
This stream is making it very hard for me to ignore that I need to return some books. I need to return some books too.
That girl. I told her not to tell anyone.
You did? Why?
Well,
Look, man, I didn't push it because we're in a hurry, but I'm kind of sick of this. How about you just tell me, okay?
tell you what?
Don't give me that. About the experiment.
Ugh. Very well, fine. I'll tell you everything. But not here. Let's move to the top floor.
Now we're in a
I
hurry.
suppose I might as well start by telling you why I kept quiet, and why I made sure Clover did as well. To be honest, the explanation is quite simple. Zero told me not to. I had little choice. He didn't walk up and tell me, of course. He gave me a message engraved on a card.
That's a Braille card. It looks just like the one you showed us earlier. So you had 2 cards.
No, only one.
Huh? What do you mean? I thought that card just had some rules for the nonary game on it.
Yes, it did. And those were the rules I read you. However, they were not the only thing on the card. There was something I didn't read. Well, perhaps I should say, there was something I couldn't read.
And that was?
Tell no one of the events that took place 9 years ago. Tell, and I activate your sister's detonator. It's a threat on our lives.
Oh.
She'll be like, oh shit!
Well, what about Clover? Did she get a message from Zero too?
I don't believe she did. But doesn't it strike you as strange that Zero would shut my mouth, but not hers?
Yeah.
To be on the safe side, however, I told her it was best not to tell anyone. Still, apparently she told you. That girl.
What's wrong with her telling me? I figured some stuff out with the things she told me. I mean, it looks like the whole activate her detonator thing was just a bluff. She's prancing around downstairs happy as a clam now that you're back.
That's very true. I've decided I can trust you.
Thanks.
I've decided to tell you the truth. The chance that Santa is Zero is very high. I feel I can assume Santa doesn't have the time to observe us at the moment. And at any rate, even if he were, I very much doubt he would kill us.
Why?
Clover told me about the 4-leaf clover, about the words. If he knew about that, then he was in my group during the first experiment. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't kill us, no matter what the situation was.
Hey, Snake?
Yes, I know. You want to know what happened during the experiment.
Yeah.
How much do you know?
Clover told me about...
Somebody died!
I see. The morphogenetic field in the experiments 9 years prior. How the experiments had taken place simultaneously at 2 locations, one being the ship and the other being a building in Nevada. And the girl that died during the experiment. She told you all that, did she? At any rate, I now know how much you've learned. All that remains for us to determine
is who did this and why, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yes. The people who organized the initial experiment were from a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals. There were 4 of them running the show. Gentaro Hongo, Nagisa Nijisaki, Teruaki Kubota, Kagechika Musashido. Hongo was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Look at that hat! Well, that one right there looks like Mr. X. And that one could easily be the ninth man. And that hair!
Nijisaki
the
was his
suit.
right-hand man and
Everything
did the
about
lion's
it.
share of the planning. Kubota led the company's research and development division. Musashido was their majority stockholder. It was these 4 people who planned the initial experiment. Let me simplify it for you. Hongo designed it, and Nijisaki put it all together. Kubota developed the technology required, and Musashido provided the cash.
These suits are something. Yeah.
Huh, so it's Hongo, Nijisaki, Kubota, Musashido.
Of course, more than 4 people were required to conduct an experiment of this scale. To that end, they organized a top-secret team to assist them with their research. All in all, they gathered 10 people or so. Those 10 completed their team, and they were able to begin the project.
The one on the right looks cabbaged. Oh, you're right.
They named it the Nonori Project. The purpose of the experiment was to research the prospect of controlling a human mind through sheer will. The vessel, I suppose you could say, for this control was the morphogenetic field.
Huh.
Why did the glycerin suddenly begin to crystallize? Why did the crystal structure of EDT undergo a sudden change? Why did the rats improve their puzzle-solving skills with each generation? Experiments with humans produce the same results. The more people who knew the answer to a question, the more...
Oh, sorry. He's explaining Footy Rimba.
Why is that? How could it happen? The answer is that the shape of the answer has been stored in a field invisible to the naked eye. And through that field, the resonant event transmits information related to that answer. That's essentially the idea behind morphogenetic fields.
But that's just a theory.
Can't bring yourself to believe it?
Yeah.
Let's say someone killed another person because the devil told them to do it. Whether the devil exists or not has no relevance to the murder. They believe the devil exists. Whether or not he does is immaterial.
So what matters here is that Hongo believed in the morphogenetic field.
That's right.
But I still don't get it. You said they wanted to figure out how to control people. Right? That is what you were saying.
Yes.
So how are they going to do that with a morphogenetic field?
I'll keep it simple. Let's suppose 10,000 people have solved a certain problem. The chance of you knowing that answer, even if no one has told you, will go up.
Man! They have all of this random knowledge and trivia via morphogenetic fields.
Let's have another example, shall we? Say 1 million people were to do a handstand right now. Tomorrow, the chances of you doing a handstand would be higher, even if you had heard nothing of this hypothetical mass handstanding.
Mass handstanding.
Mankind's thought process and actions are all part of a resonant event. All of the resonant events encoded in the fields are projected onto you. Of course, this assumes you believe in this theory. Do you follow
It's
so
basically
far?
the cloud when you think about it. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, if there was a person who had the same effect as those millions of people, what would happen? If that one person were to do a handstand, other people would find themselves wanting to do handstands as well.
Thinking about this and thinking about how many people have played Zero Escape, morphogenetic fields are just walkthroughs on a mental plane.
Can you imagine what a person with powers like that would be able to do?
Come on, there's no way.
I'm not done. Imagine another scenario. Imagine another person. This is an ordinary person. Let's say he does a handstand. What if there was someone who could grab the resonant event he created by doing that and use it to make other people do handstands?
That'd be pretty wild, yo.
What would happen then? A person who has the power to write to the field, and someone who can read from the same. You could think of them as the writer and the reader, or the transmitter and the receiver. What would the world be like if there were people with abilities like these?
So the transmitter's resonant event can be transmitted through the field and sent to the receiver. And then the transmitter can control the receiver however they wish.
Sim just comes up like, what you talking about? Handstands. These sick people just want to make people do handstands against their will.
That's what you're saying, right?
Monsters.
Yes, close enough at least.
Come on, that's just crazy.
Well, if you want to prove that, then you'll have to test it first. At least, that was how they thought. That was why they decided to do their experiment. That was how the Nonary project began. By the way, Junpei, have you ever heard of the Gansfeld experiment?
Yeah, that was an experiment in telepathy, right? You place a pair of subjects in separate rooms. Then you show one a picture and ask the other what they see.
Interesting. I'm impressed. Yes, that is exactly correct.
Snake does the handstand and Junpei gets an awful feeling.
So, why did you bring up the Gansfeld experiment?
It was used to screen subjects for the Nonary project. The hospital in a remote town was affiliated with Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo used it to conduct experiments on visiting children in secret. Some of them, he found, had potential. He began to gather children that showed promise. Children that seemed as though they might be able to access the field. Of course, none of them volunteered. They were kidnapped. There were 9 pairs of siblings taken, for 18 children total.
All siblings, huh?
For reasons that were not fully understood at the time, each pair had 1 transmitter and 1 receiver. They were split perfectly. As such, the 18 children were split into 2 groups of 9. The children who were put into Group Q were the ones who excelled at transmitting. They were transferred to the mock experiment building known as Building Q in the Nevada desert. The children who excelled at receiving were put in Group A. Group A was then placed on the former hospital ship Gigantic. From the experiments he had conducted so far, Hongo had learned the following. There are 2 things that can increase one's resonance with the fields. The first is epiphany. The other is danger. Have you ever been faced with an especially difficult problem and thought about it very long and very hard until finally an answer suddenly appeared in your mind? It may seem obvious to say so, but that is what is meant by epiphany. The information obtained through that epiphany can be easily transmitted through the fields, where it can be easily interpreted.
So do you think Junpei's figured out that he had an epiphany yet? Or is he just like, nah?
Adding danger to that equation allows for even easier field access. That's where Hongo came in. They set up a number of puzzles across the Gigantic. The participants had to solve each one before they could move to the next room. Of course, he hadn't forgotten to include danger. He had detonated a bomb on the hull of the Gigantic.
Oh, the children in Group A were forced to play another game as the ship sunk.
By forcing the children into a life or death situation, Hongo hoped to increase the likelihood of their tapping into the fields. The children from Group Q, on the other hand, were confined to the mock experiment building, Building Q. Building Q duplicated the interior and puzzles of the Gigantic exactly. Every detail was exactly the same. Hongo explained the situation to the children in Group Q. Solve the puzzles you find throughout the rooms. When you have the answers, transmit that information to the children in Group A. If you succeed, they will be able to solve the puzzles and escape. But if you fail, then the Gigantic will sink, and your brothers and sisters will drown. Those were his orders. Do you know why the astronauts of Apollo 13 were able to return to Earth safely? It was because NASA had access to a replica of the Apollo 13 capsule. All of the equipment, the instruments, everything. All of it identical. Everything was just like the real Apollo 13. NASA was able to replicate the situation the astronauts found themselves in. By putting themselves in the same situation, they attempted to solve the problems the astronauts were dealing with. Once they found solutions, they reported their findings to the men aboard the actual capsule. That was how they were able to return safely. It was the same with the Gigantic in Building Q.
I don't know if it's true. I could not tell you. It is true. Neat.
The children from Group Q had to use the power of Epiphany to solve the puzzles they found and transmit what they learned through the fields. The children in Group A, however, they had to access the fields to learn how they might advance to the next stage. That is the simplest explanation I can manage.
Huh.
Hey, Junpei, Snake! How much longer are you two gonna sit around on those bony asses? Get down here already!
He's right.
Or at least we're pretty sure that's true.
Let's
Pretty
go,
sure.
shall we? We don't have much time. We need to get out of here, and soon.
Hold it. There's one more thing I want to ask you.
Who died?
Are you sure that there were 18 kids?
Why?
Well, I thought it was only 16.
Oh, yes. That was what they said on the news, wasn't it? Yes, I have no doubt that 18 children were abducted and used in Hongo's experiment. After all, you couldn't exactly play a nonary game with any less, could you?
Well, yeah, but are you saying that the news got it wrong?
There were two children that no one cared about. No one went looking for.
Yes, I am. There were 2 more children. However, they had no relatives that I'm aware of. I imagine no one filed a police report when they went missing.
Oh, I was right.
They were brother and sister, like Clover and I. The brother's name was Aoi. The sister's name was... Her name was Akane.
Oh?
That was the girl who died.
Akane Kurashiki died?
Calm down. He didn't skip a last name.
9 years ago? Then, who is June? No. That's impossible. It can't be true. Akane isn't that uncommon of a name. If Snake had known her last name, that's a different matter entirely. So they share a name. A lot of other people do too. It doesn't mean anything. It was someone else. Of course it was. It has to be.
Is something wrong, Junpei? Your breathing sounds strange.
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm fine. Let's get back down there, all right?
I couldn't do it. Why didn't I ask? What's her last name? I just couldn't get the words to come out.
Da-da-da! Yeah, he's pretty freaked out about this. Calm down, dude. Alright. Let's go scope these books here. Sheldrake, this is it. This is what the shadow picture was pointing to. But didn't it say 5 at the end of the shadow picture? Yes, I think we need to find the 5th volume. Ooh, a button! Well, would you look at that? There's a big red button behind this book. You know, if we had just taken the books off the shelves, we could have figured this out ourselves, you know, long before this. We didn't have to do all the work. I guess we should press this button. What? What? What was that sound? It sounded like something really big was moving. It came from the top floor. Alright, let's go check it out. Connie has been brought back to life, but it only lasts 9 hours. Well, I bet you gotta type something on that keyboard. Yeah, but you can only enter letters. And it looks like you only enter 4 letters. Let's see how this works. I guess you need to hit enter once you type the letters. You can erase what you type with clear. Okay, I get the basic operations. Let's give it a shot. Am I supposed to do... math? Plus 10 plus... It's weird that 13's down there twice. Wait, that's not 15. I'm done. That's... That would only equal... That wouldn't have the right numbers. That can't be right. There's not enough... Is it like the E equals 14 puzzle? Oh, maybe. What the hell is the point of these Roman... What is Snake doing? These Roman numerals, if you convert them to Arabic numerals, you'll have 13, 14, 10, and 13. Right, that's what I wrote down. True. But this keyboard only has letters, and we can only enter 4 letters. And why don't you just convert the numbers to letters? Shit, gang. Come on, door open. Nothing. I might as well try to open a wall. I know you're feeling kind of rushed, but you do realize that's pointless, don't you? It's not going to get you anywhere. There's only one thing we can do. Let's go. You see, I have the same reaction to this door? Alright, the handle's gonna open the door for me. Or this handle's gonna open the door for me. Door! This is 7. Man, doesn't matter how hard we pull, this thing isn't going anywhere. Looks like it's probably locked. I want to keep going, but I should probably get to bed here soon. Sure, what's your idea, Dawn? Dead. Oh! Ten equals A, 14 equals E. Right, of course. Brilliant. E equals 14 after all. Yay! You did it, Junpei! Or Junpei? Junpei! It's unlocked now. Good job, Junpei. Whoa there. Don't get too excited. The password was dead, remember? Just makes me think whatever is waiting for us ain't good. So what? Jeez, you're such an old lady. You can't be worrying about stuff like that. I mean, come on. We got it to unlock, didn't we? Let's go. Hurry up. All right, Handle. It's time we got this over with. Damn it. I can't get it to open. This thing won't even budge. What? Why not? We put in the password. What else do we have to do? Then that means it's the other door. Alright, let's get this thing open. You found it!
Alright, this is the next.
Oh, the door!
Did that just close on its own?
Don't tell me we can't go back.
I don't know. Let's see. Damn it. It looks like it locks automatically.
Is there any other way out?
Well, there's another door over on the right. There's a card reader next to it.
What's all this crap?
It's got a red light on it, though, so I'm pretty sure it's locked, too.
But there is a card reader, right?
Yeah.
Then perhaps if we find a key card, we could open the door and leave?
Well, yeah, that might work, but...
Hey! Wait a minute. Are you saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
One.
Oh, man.
Looks that way.
Oh no, I forgot about this room. Oh yikes. Claustrophobia kicking in.
No way!
For real?
Well, we can sit down and wait to die, if that's what you prefer. I rather doubt that, however. So it would be wise to start looking. We haven't much time. Let's find that key card. Oh, and the Neptune key as well. We won't be able to get through the hallway without it. All right then, let's begin.
Seek a way out! If only someone hadn't spent an hour flexing his knowledge. What have you got, Damien? Ah, it's a bug! Ah! Well, I better go deal with this. Thank you all for joining me. We'll take on the study. On Saturday. Maybe we'll actually escape Zero. In the meantime, take care. Have a good rest of your week. You can check out the next episode in the top right. See some more things you might like in the bottom right. And subscribe over on the left. I'd sure appreciate it. Bye-bye!